Welcome, folks, to the pregame show for the Cohn game from Montgomery Bell Academy. I'm here, Thomas Harwell, with my co-host, Hunter Johnson, football player and also Big Red broadcaster.
That's right. How you doing, Thomas?
I'm great. How are you? We got cornerback Caden Maddox.
And we got my man right here, Jonathan Moore, who's he's running the rock for us.
So, quick update on last week's games. Big win for the Big Red, 46-20.
Huge.
Outstanding performance by both the offense and defense. Caden, we'll start with you. What do you think were the keys to that game defensively?
We knew their best player would be Chris Parsons. We just had to focus on stopping him, keeping him contained. We wanted him to give the ball to everybody else because we felt more confident because they're not the same athlete that Chris Parsons is. And we did a really good job containing him. He had some good scrambles.
Great scrambles. How tough was it to contain him? Was that like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that?
I'd say it's probably 8 or 9. I mean, he was going one way, then he'd cut back the next second, and he's a big guy, and he can move.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not easy, but we were prepared. We knew he was that way. We played him last year, and I think we did a pretty solid job.
I would say so too.
Yeah.
Hunter, also safety. Would you agree with that statement?
Yeah, he was definitely a tough tackle and a solid player. He's got a bright future ahead.
For sure. Break down the offense.
Yeah, Jonathan, I'm going to pivot to you here. Kind of getting back into the Ravenwood game from last year. Really a different defensive front, I thought. And kind of when we started the game, how did you kind of adjust to that new defense maybe and new players?
Well, I just have to trust my O-line and my tight ends, man. It's really all that. I know if we hit them in the mouth first, they was going to go down. That's what we did.
That's right.
And we just got on a run.
Y'all toted the rock.
Great. Defense played great, too, getting stops for us. It was just all that, man. We just had to be one. We needed all 11. We couldn't do it by ourselves. We needed everybody on the team to play their role.
Team player.
Coming off of a big game like that, when you're averaging over 10 yards per carry.
17 carries, 177 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's leading the Big Red and kind of stats on the board right now. How much faith do you have in your big boys up front to know that they're going to block and they know that you're going to hit that hole full speed?
A lot. I mean, I trust them with all my heart. I couldn't get those yards last week without them. So
Absolutely.
It's all them, man. They control what I do, and I just got to trust them. And when the hole's open, I just got to hit it and run. It gives me confidence, but I'm just trying to stay humble, keep my head steady, focus on taking one game to game, practice to practice, not try to look in the media and stuff, not everybody congratulate. I'm just trying to stay focused and trying to get the team more wins and just get ready for the playoffs.
Amen. Now on to Cohn.
Kind of, dating back, this historic rivalry we've had with Pearl.
For sure.
I believe it's been since 1966.
1966, we first played them.
Yeah. And the rivalry kind of got going there. And I believe for a while it discontinued due to other reasons.
I think we've actually continued to play them like continuous from 1966 when the schools were first integrated. The game was originally played at 4 o'clock, but it's now been moved to prime time, 7 o'clock on Friday night. But
I think that's a little bit to do with kind of the Pearl coaching staff. They've been so great to us as we have been to them, and I think our relationship over the years has totally strengthened in a positive way. So
I agree. Hey, Caden, we'll go back to you. We've lost 2 years in a row. They've had Barryon Brown. He's now at Kentucky. There's rumors that he might be wide receiver 2 as a freshman. He's gone, but I've heard they've got some new studs. What's the game plan on that?
I mean, it's the same Pearl as always. They're fast. They're physical. They want to beat us. We gotta read our keys, and we gotta play hard. If we play hard for 4 quarters, we're gonna handle them because we got a great game plan in, and I think if we just execute that game plan well, I mean, we're gonna end that streak. It's not gonna be 3 in a row.
I wanted to interview you because I've heard this. Good guy is also a receiver, and you being a cornerback, I wanted to know what are the corners and safeties planning on? Because last game y'all played majority zone, correct? Is that still going to be the game plan, or are we going to change to man? What's the plan there?
I mean, Coach Chauvin, I have complete confidence in him. Whatever he calls, we're going to play, and we're going to execute it. I mean, they got a good receiver, but, I mean, they had Barryon Brown last year. We're used to them having a good receiver.
So there's not a set plan right now. We're going to play majority zone, majority man. It's going to be like a game time decision. What do they set up in?
That's right.
I like it.
Awesome. So Jonathan, kind of getting into Pearl's defense. When I look at those guys on the field, I see nothing but fast, physical, and they just want to hit you in the mouth.
Exactly like you said. They want to do all those things, but I know if we hit them in the mouth first, just like Raven really going to roll over. We just got to keep coming all 4 quarters, and even then some. It doesn't matter what they come out with. We just got to keep going and just running, passing. If we get that going, we're going to be good.
Totally.
Jonathan, I have one more question. Being the starting running back, you were second string last year behind Rhett Hales. What do you think about playing with Marcel Reed and having him as your counterpart in the backfield?
I love it, man. He's such a great guy to work with in the backfield. He makes great plays every day. In practice, if I make a mistake, he always keeps my head up, gives me life, breathes energy into me, breathes life into me. He's the great leader, great captain to have. I probably couldn't do without him.
And Caden, on the defensive side, other than losing Ryan Schmodke, the secondary safeties and corners are basically the same as last year. Does that give you a lot of confidence, and have y'all grown closer as a unit over this last year? What would you say about that?
I mean, we knew we were going to lose Schmodke. He was a great player. Coleman Roddy's incredible leader. But we knew that we had guys behind in our grade that could take over and play at that same level, and even maybe at a better level, because we have that connection like you're talking about. We've been going to school for 4 how many ever years. We've known each other, so we have that connection that we trust each other, and we know that if we hold up our end and we do it as hard as we can, that our friends and our teammates aren't going to let us down.
I agree. I like that a lot.
Thomas, now I'm going to make a little pivot, talk about our hometown team here, the Titans. The past week or so, I've been seeing a lot of training camp footage along with the Cardinals as we're playing this week. But kind of going back to our first game with against the Ravens, I believe. Yeah.
We're now 22-0 in preseason.
Yeah, it's wild.
And a 22 win streak.
Some would say it's their starters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They played Lamar Jackson in the game.
Yeah, they did. So what were your takeaways? I didn't really see a lot of touches from our hyped up draft picks, as in Traylon Burks specifically, only with 1 touch of the ball the whole game.
I agree.
Not even being a target.
Right.
A handoff.
I was really excited to see how he did in his first game with the Titans. However, I've seen a great footage from him in training camp and joint practices with the Buccaneers, for an example. But I really, especially in the second game, I guess along with the first game, Malik Willis really showed me something. His ability to run the ball, his ability to make plays longer, extend plays, make stuff happen. And I really like the look of that.
I think Rabel is week in, week out Malik Willis is growing his trust within him, and maybe kind of slipping his way into that second string role.
Yeah, I think for sure by the start of the season he'll be second string. Maybe not starter quite yet, but I think I'm liking the looks. If something happens to Tannehill, I'm feeling relatively confident that we got a stud, or a stud in the making, who can make something happen.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I'm going to go to game picks here. Caden, we'll start with you. We got Cardinals, Titans this Saturday. Preseason, week 3.
I'm going to have to go Titans, personally.
Okay, Tom?
I'm going to go Titans.
Any score predictions?
I don't think it'll be high scoring. I think it'll be 21-17.
Ooh. I'm going to go Titans as well, and I like what Caden said about low scoring. It's preseason, so a high-powered offense aren't really playing. I doubt DeAndre Hopkins will get many minutes. So I'm going to go 17-10 Titans.
Yeah, I'm liking. I'm thinking the Cardinals are big throwing the ball this year. A couple adds in the receiving corps, specifically Hollywood Brown. Don't think he'll see the field though. But I really like what I'm seeing from our secondary. So I'm going to go Titans 13, Cardinals 0.
Love it.
Yeah.
I got the Titans, of course. Maybe 24-17, maybe. Never know.
I like it. Well, thank you for joining us, guys. This was a great pregame show.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck on Friday, and we'll see y'all next time.
Yeah, roll red.
Roll